So, how does one change his own behavior? It has been said before that the things we do and the way and the skill with which we perform them lead to the results or lack thereof that we either suffer through or enjoy. In that sense, self-improvement is both the way to get better and more results for yourself, as well as the ability to help others. And if you think about it, improving your own circumstances really is the first step in helping others. Because the most important thing in feeding the hungry is not to be one of them. And once we stand firmly on our own feet and learn more and grow thoroughly, our capability to contribute to something outside of ourselves grows in the same measure. I don't know about you, but I am 100% convinced that it is more effective to help somebody if I myself come from a position of strength rather than weakness. By focusing on the positive impact I can make, helping others becomes way easier if I don't rely on help myself. Well, does that mean that an established person should never ask for help? Well, no, it's exactly the opposite. Whenever we struggle with something, it's best to ask those for help who are already doing well in that area. There are, of course, those who insist on figuring everything out by themselves. I should know. I used to be one of them. But as soon as I dropped my ego to a certain degree, I haven't dropped it entirely yet, unfortunately, I had to realize that for the most things, there's already a proven good method on how to do them. Think about it. Do you think it's a good idea to come up with a new way of, let's say, riding a bicycle? There is a fair chance that you could maybe invent a new method that'll be 2% more effective. The question is that worth the investment of your time? Because on the other hand, if you would have gotten instructions from somebody who already knows a functioning method on how to operate a bicycle, you would have learned it at least 10 times faster. And really, it's the same with almost everything else as well. Unsuccessful people want to do everything their way, and those who are truly broke, they want to do everything the perfect way. Because perfection is something that moves with you, you will never catch it. It's the extent on what you can see on the horizon, right? Because what perfection means is different for all of us. And every time that you improve, what you think of as barely possible moves along with you. Imagine this to be a thing that's like 100 feet in front of you. And you run towards it, and it's still 100 feet in front of you. And it doesn't matter how far you run or how fast you run, it's always eluding you. That's perfection for you. Perfection is a goal that changes. You can chase it, but never catch. So guess what? If you wait for conditions to be perfect to do something, you will never do anything. To summarize it, in acquiring a new skill, discard the notions that either having to do it your own way or having to do it perfectly are the ways to go. Instead, you should start looking for someone who is already successful in doing it and simply model what they are doing. And if you get them to coach or teach you, that's even better. But wary if you have two people teaching you the same skill and they're teaching you different methods. Be very careful not to combine them. And why we'll talk about tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. Please make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date. I am Matthias Hörnke and I hope I gave you something to think about. Talk to you soon. Bye.